lead vocals in the band. I'm the lead singer.
You have to get physical graffiti.
Fuck no, that shit is fucking expensive. That shit is like fucking $50. I understand why, because of the what will always get you laid? Being a motherfucking sorcerer. Okay, that was not funny at all. Well, hey, this is Manny Solis, his YouTube channel. He's not here, so I'm gonna pull a Kid Boo and say that my clone is taking over my YouTube channel for now. Fuck Kid Boo until I die. Hey, give me another Smarties. Now, I'm gonna show you guys my vinyl collection. I have about somewhere around 20, 23, 20. I have quite a lot. But see, I kind of was buying vinyls, and then I stopped buying them for a while. Should I not wear my glasses in my YouTube video? I'm blind as shit. I stopped for a minute. I stopped for like a good 6 months in buying vinyls because my record player was broken. So let's get into our first vinyl. So this vinyl is very important for me because it's in my top 10 greatest albums of all time, and it's one of my first albums I've ever bought, and it's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West. See, this album really influenced me to become a better person, to be more artistic, to be more creative in my work, in my writings, and in my like ideas when it comes to school. But this album was like inspirational because songs like Runaway and like this album came out in 2010. It was way ahead of its time. But yeah, it's a 3-disc and it comes with like so much artwork and pretty cool. It was kind of expensive, but it's probably one of my favorite records that I have. Yeah, it has a lot, and it has 3 discs. It has 3 discs. So yeah, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is my first record I'm gonna show. So for my next vinyl is like, it's a really I bought it really used, but like I love it because it's like it's one of the first vinyls I got, and my dad got it for me. So and it has the classics of Elvis. So this is Elvis. It's called Elvis. I love it. It has like really good classics of Elvis. It has Hound Dog. It has Jailhouse Rock. It has some good shit. It has I Beg of You. It has Can't Help Falling in Love, which is like the perfect love song to write to your honey or sweetie or love or baby or babe, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah, so this is really special to me. I mean, it's like really kind of messed up already because of how I bought it, but it works pretty good. It's not scratched up or anything, and I love it. So this is Elvis. For my next vinyl, I have Glass Houses by Billy Joel. This album is really good. I bought it at the same time as the album Elvis, but I give this album like a 7 out of 10 because I don't know, I liked it, but there's some filler tracks that weren't needed to be there. So it was pretty good. I mean, Billy Joel is one of the greatest artists of all time, and no one can deny that. So I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna give too much time on this because I don't know how to feel about it. It's okay. Next vinyl. Let There Be Rock by AC/DC. Easily my favorite album by them, and this is my favorite band of all time. So what does that mean? Well, this is one of my favorite albums of all time. This is fucking amazing, dude. I give this album a 10 out of 10. There's no doubt about that. I mean, every fucking song in this album, I always cover Problem Child and A Whole Lot of Rosie. Like I'd be in the bathroom just singing my ass off to the song. Look who's in the back. Hank gets motherfucking young. But yeah, like even the cover is amazing. Like It's like a little half and half between Angus Young and Bon Scott. This album, man, 10 out of 10. I fucking love this album with the passion. Woo! I fucking love this shit so much.
Isn't it?
Huh?
His name is Malcolm Young.
It's Malcolm Young.
You said Marcus.
I said Malcolm. Alright. My next album is I don't know how to feel about this album, to be honest. I kind of like I bought it because like I really liked it at first, but it's a Blank Face LP by Schoolboy Q, and I really like the artwork. Holy shit, look at the back. But I really like the artwork. I mean, like, who doesn't? Like, this shit is beautiful. It is. There's all the tracks right there, but I might sell this because I don't know. I mean, I love the album when it first came out, but it aged really bad. It aged like cheese. You know when you leave cheese like out and it's just like turns moldy. It was good cheese in the beginning, but it kind of turned into horrible, nasty cheese. Like this shit. I mean, there's like a couple tracks that are pretty good in this, but it's whack now. But I might sell it. So, link in the description if you guys comment under the video if you guys want to buy this. Yeah, Blank Face LP, Schoolboy Q. Okay, so for my next album, I have Bitch. It's not called Bitch. For my next album, I have Some Rap Songs by Earl Sweatshirt. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, this cover is pretty fucking eerie. It's weird, but this was my favorite album of 2018. It was album of the year to me, and I loved it. It's like the epitome of a current generation of Mad Villainy. And Mad Villainy is one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time. And like this album was perfectly made for me. And the things that Earl says and talks about in this album really struck like a chord in my heart, and I really love this album. Hopefully he could top it next time he drops an album, because this is a once in a generation album. And thanks Earl for this album. Thank you. And for my next album, do I even have to say anything about this album? Do I? No, I don't. This album's freaking amazing. Not better than Let There Be Rock, but it's up there. And I mean, this was very influential to like a fuck ton of rock bands. And it has like one of the most classic rock songs of anthems of all time, Highway to Hell. And that's Highway to Hell. Next vinyl is probably my favorite cover art in a vinyl that I have, and it's one of my favorite albums of 2018. Is a 7-track album, Kids See Ghosts. Kids See Ghosts was a very good album. Like the whole production was amazing. It's Kanye West collaboration with Kid Cudi, and I mean that motherfucking Fourth Dimension though, dude. Oh shit, man, it's good. I like the cover art mostly. It's like cool colors and all that, but yeah, I highly recommend everybody to listen to this, because there's elements of rock in this album, psychedelic rock, but yeah, Kids See Ghosts, man, listen to it. My next vinyl is from my favorite artist of all time, Bob Dylan, The Times They Are Changing. I love this album. This album is like, it's really good. It's not his best. I think Free Willing to best, but this album was like a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10 for this generation. It'd be a 9. For back then, it would probably be a 10 out of 10. But it has one of my favorite songs of all time, The Times They Are Changing, and it's like the lyrics. He's one of the greatest songwriters of all time, and my personal favorite artist of all time, Bob Dylan. So, The Times They Are Changing. Listen to it, please. It's a really good album. Really good. And for my next album, it is my favorite album of 2017. and possibly one of my favorite albums of all time. The most surprising album of all time, in my opinion. This album blew me away. It surprised the fuck out of me, man. Melodrama by Lord. Like, yo, you guys really need to listen to this shit, man. It's 10 songs, and the order it goes through, the flow that it goes through, it's like, it's so smooth, and like, it's a melancholy kind of album. Like, there's like a couple songs that's kind of like sad, but like the mood when you're listening to this shit, it's like, it's nice. Like, I fuck with it, and Lord really blew me away because I kind of didn't like her Pure Heroine album, and this shit, yo, this is a 10 out of 10. That's how you know this shit is fucking good. And when I make a recommendation, I'm not just bullshitting you and be like, oh, just listen. No, I like, my recommendation is sacred. That motherfucker, like that's for you, man. Listen to this album, please. Don't let this shit go over your head. This is like so underrated. Please listen to Melodrama by Lord. I kind of want to cry just looking at this cover, album cover. I really want to cry. Led Zeppelin 4, or Untitled by Led Zeppelin. This is my favorite album of all time. I can't say nothing else about this album because it's every time I try to talk about this album, I feel speechless because there's nothing. This album is perfect. It's the most perfect album I've ever heard, and it has the most perfect song I've ever heard. And I'm talking about Black Dog, not Stairway to Heaven. No, I'm just kidding. Stairway to Heaven. But yeah, if you haven't listened to this album and you're a rock fan, go eat a Tide Pod. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Go drink some water until you get tired. And for my next vinyl, Alexa, play sex music.
Young and Dumb by Cigarettes After Sex on Amazon Music.
Alexa, pause the music. Okay, but for my next vinyl, Cigarettes After Sex, self-titled. This album is like the mood, yo. Like, you want to listen to that album and be in that like mellow mood, and that, or this could be sex music or baby making music, like literally. Shout out to Claire. She put me on this this band, and overall this music, and I fuck with it. Thank you so much, because I listen to this shit a lot. So thank you, Claire. My next vinyl, it's one of my favorite albums of all time, but at this current climate, I kind of getting tired of it because of the movie, and that is Bohemian Rhapsody. But this is A Night at the Opera. I love this album. This is like a baby to me, and it's a 10 out of 10 for me. It's one of my favorite albums of all time, top 10. And I don't know. I kind of like hate the fact that people barely got on Queen because of the movie, and like this is constantly being played. I feel like this should be like a gem that you have like framed once in a while, but not every fucking day when I'm hearing Bohemian Rhapsody, the song, every fucking day. Like sometimes it's just like chill. Like you ever just have like that PS2 game that you go back to every now and then because it's like a masterpiece, kind of like The Warriors, and you don't play that shit every day, or GTA San Andreas. I'm talking about now. Like you're not gonna listen. Like back then you'd play San Andreas like back and forth, but now you wouldn't. You'd go back to it from time to time. This is that San Andreas, because you would go back to this, and this is a masterpiece. This is a fucking perfect album. Most expensive album for its time, but this is perfect album. Night at the Opera by Queen. And for my next vinyl is the greatest hip hop album of all time, and I could argue with anybody about this. Like literally anybody. Like, this is the greatest hip-hop album of all time. It's To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. I mean, this has the most perfect outline for an album ever, in my opinion. this has the greatest hip hop song of all time for me as well, which is You. This is Kendrick's Citizens Kane. This is Kendrick's A Night at the Opera. This is Kendrick's Let There Be Rock. This is Kendrick's Led Zeppelin 4. This is Kendrick's classic album. This is Kendrick's masterpiece. This is Kendrick's 10 out of 10 perfect masterpiece album. So, if you haven't listened to this and you're a hip hop fan, for my next vinyl, we don't speak about this one because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna sell it because this literally aged the worst in Blankface, and I really want to throw this away. But I know I can get money off this. But if I couldn't get money off this, I'd throw this away. All American Badass. I didn't like this album anymore. Garbage. There's like one song that's pretty cool, Land of the Free. But overall, this album's shit now. Album is a classic hip hop album, classic rap, classic boom bap, classic New York album, classic Nas album, Illmatic by Nas. This is literally one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. It's amazing, it's good, it's extraordinary, it's fucking amazing storytelling, amazing bars, amazing beats, amazing overall production, lyrics, everything of this album is amazing. Watch this, listen to this album, please. Oh my god, if you have it. Illmatic by Nas, Jesus, it's good, and it has The World Is Yours. Funny thing is about this next vinyl is that I was actually kind of expecting the lady that sold this to me, that if when I bought it, she would have been like, "You doing okay?" Because it's literally Depression Album 101. I don't know why I bought this, to be honest. My homie Justice was telling me, like, don't buy this because you're probably going to eventually sell it. And he's right, I'm probably going to eventually sell this. Because, I mean, first of all, it doesn't even come with the sleeve. And this album, I mean, it has 3 good songs, 4 good songs, and yeah, I mean, Juice WRLD, really. Goodbye and Good Riddance by Juice WRLD. It's like a 6 out of 10 to be honest, but yeah. Next album is one of the greatest albums of all time. Again, I only have classics, dog. Like, come on, all my real vinyls out here, they're all like mostly classics. So, this is gonna be Nevermind by Nirvana. Amazing album, holy shit. Amazing. It's good. This is a masterpiece. The greatest grunge rock album of all time. Greatest grunge rock band of all time. Literally, they brought it to the scene. But yeah, Nirvana, Nevermind, really good album. 10 out of 10. Masterpiece. Very influential as well. This album is very, very influential. Please. For my next album is, I'm surprised I only have, this is going to be an Eminem album, but I'm surprised I only have one Eminem album when I'm like, he's my favorite rapper of all time, and yeah. But then again, it's like kind of, I listen to hip hop, but not as much as rock, you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the Slim Shady LP. Love this album, really good, classic. That's Kim. That's crazy. But yeah, my favorite song on this album for sure is Guilty Conscience, or Role Model, or Brain Damage. Yeah, this album's amazing. 10 out of 10. No, it's not. 9 out of 10. Next and final vinyl album. My final vinyl for today, which is probably, yeah, I'll probably make a vinyl collection part 2 sooner or later, but yeah, this is my final vinyl. Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. Just look at it, it's fucking beautiful, man. Yeah, it's gorgeous, look at this. Has the whole band there. 10 out of 10 album. Guns N' Roses' only amazing album. If you haven't listened to this, then you should listen to it. So, Listen to Appetite for Destruction, please. Please, 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 please. Please. Okay. That's it. Wait. That's it for my vinyl collection, and these are all the other vinyls I would want, please. This one. Everything that's on the screen right now is everything that I want for my next vinyls that I'll probably show. But they're all vinyls that I'm looking for and that I'm fetching for. So this is my vinyl collection, and thank you guys for watching. But my next vlog will be coming out soon, probably the same day as this vinyl collection video. But thank you guys for watching, and please link and comment under the description what of these albums would you want me to review, because all of these albums are really good, besides like 3. Like, yeah. But yeah, please like, subscribe. This is Manny Solis, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.